Good afternoon. Today is Sunday, September 5th, about 2:30 in the afternoon, and I am at Sand Dunes National Park. It is about a 3-hour, 15-minute drive from Denver. No stops at all. Pretty easy drive today. And you can get into your site at 2. I actually got here today closer to 1, so I've already done like a mini hike in the visitor center. And I can tell you it is absolutely packed here. GoPro won't pick it up, but those are the dunes right there. So tomorrow, my objective, heading over there, and they go all the way over there. I am doing car camping. Unfortunately, I did not know. I made this reservation about 4 months ago, and again, it is packed. As my wife is a teacher, she's not able to get the days after Labor Day off, so she could not come. But camp is set up, got my solar going, so I'm gonna have a quick lunch over here, and then maybe go on some hikes that are gonna be closer to the campground area. And then again, tomorrow, I will be hitting the dunes. If you go out there now, the temp of that sand can be hitting 120, so definitely not doing that now, but I will tomorrow in the morning. I'll be here for a few days as well, so I'll check in as I see interesting sights. All right, time for lunch. Good afternoon. It's about 4 o'clock on day 1, and you can see in front of me, so I'm not going up the dunes today, but I am doing a trail which is right from literally my campsite, and it is the Dunes Trail. About 5.5 miles there and back. But I figured I'm here, let's do some hiking. Campground is absolutely full, and you can even see from the cars down there at the visitor center. This place is gangbusters. So this actually is a primitive road where I was backpacking. A lot of people don't know is probably the best animal life is right along the base of the dunes when you head that way to the large hills over there. So again, I am doing the Pinion Flats, and just to the base of these. So once I get a better view of where I'm going, I'll let you take a look. It is insanely hot on the sand. The air temp here is only 75, but the sand gets up to 120 in the day. It's gotta be 100 plus right now. So again, campsite way over there. And I'm kind of picking my mark. I think I wanna go up and around that way. So again, I'm not doing the big dune today. I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow. This is just more of a hike, but I think I'm actually gonna take right over here. It's amazing when you're on the sand, it changes texture. Sometimes it's very hard pack, great, and other times you sink every step. But gorgeous area. It's amazing. All this sand followed by all that green, that's lush forest land over there. All right, that away. Woo! All right, it's tiring getting up here. Great view though. So tomorrow, barely see a couple of people. That is the high dune over there. So literally I could from here work my way over there, or from here. A lot of ways to get there. Backside, a lot of people don't see this. In fact, look, you don't see any trails at all going in that direction. So I'm going to be following these, kind of back down and back around. You can see a couple of people in front of me are trying to come up, so it is a slog. Definitely hot out here. All right, time to start heading back. All right, on top of this bluff, you actually get a good view of the shape. So again, it's kind of like a crescent, like a moon. So when I was backpacking, I was right where this tree line is over there. And the only issue I had was it was a 45-minute walk to get water one way, get your water, and go back. That was the only thing I didn't like about it. And then I think on my second night, I was more in here, not far from the camping spot. But pretty cool open area. So you can tell right now, I'm definitely going solo up here. Nice breeze, it actually feels good. Sand's blowing, but it feels good. All right, so I think I'm gonna follow the ridge line and eventually kind of snake back over there and back to the campsite. So good start to getting the legs a little used to hiking on the sand. So time to get back and make dinner. It's actually really cool making my way down. Gets an idea of the slope. I don't think the camera will do it justice, but that's a good 45, so you can sort of, you can see my shadow. Dig in, kind of switch your sides. It's like scree running. All right, it's not nearly as steep now, but that's pretty steep right there. All right, I should be there in 45 minutes. All right, end of day one recap. You can see the sun is just going down and it is 7:30, so I'm going to predict in about a half hour it should be pretty dark here. If you look behind me on the camper, you can see there are hills over there, so this is bear territory. So the nice thing at these sites is they do give you area to put all your stuff away. You can see that thing is jam-packed. Again, I more or less packed for two, so everything good to go. I'll have that locked tonight. I got my Kindle out, got some music going. I think I'm gonna just sit down and kind of enjoy the sights. Recap today. Great hike. It's very interesting hiking on sand. It changes constantly from being really deep and really steep and really hard packed. But tomorrow the objective is to the highest point out there. And I've read it's 4 to 6 hours it can be, depending upon your speed and what you're doing with it right there. I will be wearing a backpack. I will have plenty of water. I won't be running into any issues with that right there. And then the following day, I'm going to try to take the trail that I took when I came out here backpacking that follows that crescent shape, more in the woods. That's more like an animal hike. But again, tomorrow's destination is going to be over there. Very clean campsite. Probably the most rangers I've ever seen. They're coming through on horses. They are just all over the place, and they are definitely policing that you put everything away. So, great start to the trip. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, good morning. Happy Labor Day to you. So tomorrow I will be taking this road for a little bit of the ways until you really get in the woods. That's kind of like the backpacking loop that goes all the way around what you can see there. So today I want to do the Star Dune. So you can see there's a parking lot way over there. I'm gonna go ahead and walk to there. That's kind of the starting point. You can see people getting an early start, and then it's heading all the way up over there. So great weather so far, plenty of water. Trying to stay out of the, I guess I want to say I'm trying to stay out of the sun, but there's no way of doing that. Trying to be protective as I possibly can. So, all right, should be a great day at Sand Dunes National Park. So from a visual standpoint, campground's over there. Parking lot is over there. So you can see most people start from there. And you can kind of see the line of progression. There's people doing it already. It kind of hooks around, goes up. I'm saying right there is the pinnacle. So I'm going to kind of bypass it a little bit. Gonna get there, and I can tell you it's about 9:05. So I tried to leave camp before 9 and did, and it's hot. There's nothing you can do about it. These are gonna be hot hikes. I was surprised how many people were packing up and leaving today, but again, it is Labor Day, so a lot of people probably have to return to work tomorrow. But definitely cool how you're in this area and you've got the mountains, the lush green, and you come over here and just boom. So the sand I'm on right now, I'm gonna say it's mid-pack, meaning it's not too soft, not too hard. You maybe sink down about an inch. I'll take that all day long. And the route you can see people on, in theory, I'm gonna say that's packed down a little bit more too. And you kind of want to go at the edge of the dune, easier to walk on. All right, I'll be heading in that direction where all those people are going up right there. All right, I'm gonna say I'm halfway up. And again, it's a lot of zigzagging. So you can see the contour people are on. It's definitely follow the top of those, although again, I came from over there. So you can see groups of people, easy to follow. So it actually zigzags and goes that way. But I'm thinking maybe 30 to 45 minutes I should be there. All right, I'm now on a bench approaching the Star Dune over there. So again, it's gonna go around that way, but nice. I'm surprised by how many people are doing this in jeans or walking their dog without foot pads. The sand's gonna be hot because it's already hot here. So my sun protection, sun shirt obviously, cape, and dirty girls. Keep the sand out. But not bad at all. All right, next stop, approach to the star dune. All right, so I am approaching the summit, which is literally right over there. You can see people are stopping to get photos. Cool photo. This is the drive coming in, like, I don't know, 17, 18 miles that way. Parking lot where people start, and where I did over in the camping area. Just a good view of what is going on, and a popular place. I'm surprised how many people are they're renting the boards. I don't see anyone using them. They're all just strapping them on, and they look, and they don't use them. I think it's a little dedication to put one on and go down. You got to know what you're doing. But a little bit of a breeze up here as well. So, all right, 5 minutes, I should be up at the top. All right, so I guess I made it to the top of Star Dune. Kept on hiking. So Star Dune is right over there. Big group over there. So I figured I'll keep on rolling. So when you look out in front of me, in theory, Star Dune in the literature is the highest point, but they say it could be the second now because the dunes will change. So I guess visually looking, I'm really close to being as high right where I am now. Maybe that one. That does not look like an easy get to. And it's far away from camp. So now kind of like deciding, where do I explore? I could either follow these ridges and work my way down, or I kind of wanted to hit the forest. So I think I'm going to blaze my own trail, work my way back to the Star Dune, and kind of find my way back down on my own trail. By the way, you can tell the breeze is great. But gorgeous up here. All right, have a little drink and get back on the trail. All right, the only tracks out here are from me. You can see there's nothing in front of me here. So coming from there, following the contours, going around, going up, and up to Star Dune again. So I'm gonna start making my way. Looks like somebody was here before. Yeah, here's a sledding trail. So that again is part of the Star Dune trail. So I'm gonna start working my way over there and back to camp. Still kind of early, so I may veer off and do a little bit of the woods hike. We'll see. But all right. Let's do a scree rundown. Well, I guess made it as far as that last person did on their sled. So don't think you have to have it. Contours are where I just came from. So great day out here. All right, back to the trail. All right, back out on the flats. Campground is ahead. It's only like 11:05, so I did the whole thing. Not too bad at timing at all. I definitely got some bonus miles in it. But really, I'd say by 12:30 you kind of want to be off this. It's just unbearably hot. So I may later on explore either in the hills, or I may do a little bit of the trail that I'm going to do tomorrow and just kind of start it out. But look at that, no one around me right now. So, all right, time to head back to camp, get cleaned up and hydrated. All right, so it's day 2, dinner time. So, shrimp scampi, adult beverage, and I'm boiling and cleaning that out right there. And I did make a fire tonight. My neighbors left a whole bunch of wood, so I figured why not use it. Again, I normally don't do fires. Just being in Colorado and being really dry, but I'll do a really controlled. I won't add any more to that, and I'll make sure it is out tonight. So, all right, again, a beautiful ending to the day. If it's anything like yesterday, the wind picked up in the evening. That's just why I'm eating a little earlier. It was actually blowing dust, sand, and everything. So, good day, relaxing, did a lot of reading. So I will check in with you tomorrow on my next hike. Good morning. It is Tuesday, September 7th, and I am going to do a hike today in which I'm literally going to be hugging the base of the dune. So I went backpacking here a couple of years ago, so this is probably a hike I'm not expecting to see. I'll be surprised if I see anyone outside of a backpacker today. So again, I'm going to be on the road for a while, and then I'll kind of merge over. And it's kind of cool because it literally goes right up to the very base of the dunes. But this is where the animals are going to be. It's more forested. And I did find water there last time as well. So heading off in this direction. All right, I'm only 45 minutes into the hike in the wash. I'm in the primary now. There's 5 or 6 that I've gone through. Quite narrow back there, and once it's funneled in, the ground is a little bit more hard packed. So you can tell at some point, probably May or June, there's probably running water over this coming from that bad boy over there. Definitely dried up now this time of the year, but the surface keeps changing, so a little harder pack right now, easier to walk on. So this is approaching, call that 100 yards plus, base of a dune. So again, they literally just come down at steep angles and boom, flattens out. You can see lots of animal tracks on here too. That would be deer. So I'm sure they come out at night. Grasses are everywhere. So I'm definitely at a part. Now I do see 2 people over there, but otherwise, absolutely no one here right now. So, all right, gonna keep hugging the baseline and kind of working my way around that way. So right around that corner, the wash is so narrow that if there's logs and sticks and you name it, I actually got cut up doing a little log hop in there, and boom, it opens right up again. So it kind of goes back and forth, and you can tell there's game trails in here. So I think I'm gonna head up that way. That's where the animals are gonna be. Although look at all the tracks out here, all over. Cool. And it looks like I can see my first stagnant water. Could be running. Why not? Let's take a look. I'll pick up the pace. The other interesting thing is, look, the dune just, boom, magically appear right in the wash. And look at that angle right there. That would be some pretty serious work to go up there. So this would be the first water that I've seen out here. Huh, interesting. Looks like they've dug some stuff out here, done something to kind of collect it. That's got to be people doing that. And I do see other human prints out here. But yeah, that's running. Not at a great pace. It almost like disappears right here. But that is running water. All right, looks like I'm going to follow that water trail. The water was actually so deep back there that it was about 8 inches, and I didn't want to go sludging through it. So I decided to come up here, maybe work my way around it. And now I've got this many obstacles. So take it the better angle. Looks like this is what the animals have been doing. And use your heels, dig in, work your way down. And the shade is nice. Once you're in it, it's instantly 10 degrees cooler. So, all right, hopefully it doesn't get too deep, but again, running water. I did not bring a filter. Don't need it. I cameled up, but it's just nice to know that it's here. And I should be approaching one of the backpacking sites, 30, 45 minutes or so, I'll assume. It's only 10 seconds later, but as I'm coming around right here, bear scat. You can tell he's eating berries. See people prints by it. It's got to be somewhat fresh right there. It's got a little bit of water looking to it. Let's see if I can see some tracks. Man, not really anything great. People barefoot, huh? All right, see what I can find, but that is definitely bear scat right there. All right, see what else we can find. All right, if I can get a better view of it, I'll certainly film it, but otherwise, probably gonna have to start getting wet. All right, so I am fully committed to the stream walk. It's changing a little bit. More rocks, more pebbles, more of what I would call a stream now. So I believe the actual trail is toward the right above that hill. And it's been a while, but I believe I've probably already gone past the backpacking sites. I think on the way back, I will stick to that trail. So obviously, wet shoes, wet socks, sandy trail is not going to make for a clean get back, but oh well. So it's very refreshing walking in this, and it gets about 6 to 8 inches deep at times. So all right, I'm going to keep following this meandering stream for who knows how long. I'm just going to kind of see where it goes and what happens. All right, still having fun. It's nice and cool down here. Definitely not a straight line. It literally is going back where you can look and say, I could have just walked right there. But more bear prints. You can see 1, 2. You can see the toes right there. Not too big. I'm going to say that's more of a cub size right there. That's cool to see. So every now and then they kind of appear, and I think they kind of travel like I do, where it's probably comfortable to be in the water. And then anywhere up here is where I got to kind of have my eyes open that I've seen. And again, it could just be the same one, but I've definitely been seeing them out here. So the animals, dusk and dawn, will definitely be coming down to this area. So I think on my way back, I'm going to go up and try to walk more through the woods where I think they would be. But definitely tons of tracks. No more human tracks down here either. So I guess snaking along, walking in the water, and you can see it gets pretty dense and buggy. All right, back into the bugs. All right, not too long from my last video, but it's getting pretty dense in there, so I decided to come up. Found a trail. Boom, look at that, right in the trail. That looks more like an adult bear to me. So again, you can see the red berries, the seeds. It's just hard to make out the tracks. Don't see them very well. So I believe I have a cub and a mama somewhere in the area. So I'll make sure to make noise as I hike along. But again, still following kind of the base of the dunes area over here, and decided to get out of the water and get back on the trail. Okay, just saw more bear tracks and more bear scat. I'm gonna assume that it's from the cub. They're probably walking the same trail that I am. So granted, it's 10:45 in the morning, but I'm definitely gonna keep my eyes and ears open. That's another reason why I tried to get up on the trail a little bit, just to get a little bit better visual. But definitely in their neck of the woods, they got water, they got seeds, berries, and you can see the water is starting to peter out a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. It could pick up. And the dunes over here have a lot more grass exposure as well. So I'm definitely starting to wrap around the crescent shape now. So I will probably go, maybe another 45 minutes of hiking this direction, see if I can get a good visual. And then when I come back, I'm gonna really try to hug the woods more and see if there's animal life. They're probably bedding down, but they're definitely in here. Okay, I'm in a mini bowl area, and this is one of the established campsites. As you can see, huge. Literally anyone in here, and I think there's a privy over there even too. So last time that I was here backpacking, permits are first come, first serve. I think I wanted to get this site, but it was taken, so I kept on marching. So I'm thinking about a half hour it should open up. It should get a good view of the back side of the dunes, but definitely pretty dense in here. I want to say last time there was a giant antelope head in here with the horns on it that was dead, and dead many years, I should say, skeleton. But nice campsite area. The water is definitely higher than when I was here last time. I don't recall walking through it like that at all last time I was here. When you're in the sun, it's pretty hot. When you're in the shade, it's not bad at all. All right, approaching about 2.5 hours into the hike. And this is about as far as I wanted to go today. So quick little 360. So I'm definitely on the far crescent side of the dunes. And they go way around that where you can't see it. So you can see there's no people out here. And you're actually, you're at the campground, the far side is quite far away. And I'm not far from it at all. I think I'm actually going to start heading in this direction now. Maybe more like over there and kind of hug that side for a while on my way back. then just meander back and forth. I'm just exploring and hiking around, but I can 100% understand why there's bears and wildlife here. But so far today, not nearly like it was when I was backpacking out here, although I was doing a lot more probably earlier in the morning. Great meadows, quiet, beautiful. All right, I'm gonna head to the other side. So there's actually, you might be able to see just the top of a Jeep right now, a Jeep road over there. So your bearing is really, really easy. So I'm meandering back and forth. I just came from over there, across the road. Nothing exciting over there at all. So I'm gradually heading back down. You can just make out the water over there. And again, it's an interesting look on the dunes on this side where they have the greens in them and all that. But animals are definitely bedding down. They're probably way over there right now. Come down at night. But all right, I'm gonna start gradually heading my way back down this direction into the woods and probably back into the water. All right, it's 1:15. I'm on the home stretch. You can tell the only fresh tracks today are mine, which are right here in front of me. The only bad thing is there's no shade now, so there's no escaping, but at least there's a little bit of a breeze. Started maybe 5 minutes ago. Feels great. Otherwise, man, it is hot on this sand. So, looking forward to getting back, getting cleaned up, getting lunch. Got some ice cold Cokes. And I have a sun shower. I'm probably gonna take a shower as well and really get cleaned up. But beautiful hike today. Did not see a single person out here. And still, even on my way back, even on the dunes, granted I haven't come across the true corner yet, but I have not seen a single person out here hiking today. All right, day 3. I'm gonna do a kind of a recap of the day. So today, hiking. Again, the dunes are right in front of me. All the way around the East Far Crescent side. So I was hiking for 5 hours, 15 minutes today. The last hour, all in the sun. Definitely wanted to get back. I brought a solar shower, so I used that today. It's kind of interesting when you're using it though, because there's nowhere to hide. So I was literally right here in front of my car, and people would drive by and you just sort of wait. Granted, I am wearing a bathing suit, but it was still a little weird doing it for about the first minute or two, and then it was like, oh well, I'm getting cleaned up. Surprised these coolers working are awesome. I still have ice in them, plenty of it. So that is a cold drink. So I'm having a cigar now. As you can tell, it's pretty windy. So I do have a fire going, but I'm trying to minimize the height of it. And just burning one at a time now. But I think I'm gonna go sit back, have a cigar, maybe face the chair that way, have a drink, and just chill out. So it was a fantastic trip. I would highly recommend coming to Sand Dunes National Park. And again, if you have the time, don't just do the Danes hike. Go ahead and go all the way along the baseline. And it's an interesting hike, although I will say I did not physically see the animals this time like I did backpacking. But they're there, the tracks are there. It's a little different. And the turnover in this campground is amazing. It's different people every day. So people are coming here and doing one day and then taking off. So I would advise doing 2 and at least hanging out and really exploring the park. All right, thanks for watching my video.